The separation came in third quarter, and they were playing like, oh, they knew that there was a game 7. They were not desperate in game 6. But in game 7, the Oklahoma City Thunder lost it in the fourth quarter, because even at the end of the third quarter, they were still competing. But they lost it in the fourth quarter. And because they were at home and they have their fans, I expected something different. But I didn't get that as well. So shout out to the player-by-player analysis I did. Julian Champion was outstanding. He was 6 of 11. On field goal percentage, he was 6 of 10 from 3. And that's what gave him almost 20 points, and it was +6 as well. +16 on value addition while on the pitch. The shooting was very, very good. It kind of broke OKC's heart a bit, because he was shooting very well, very, very effective from 3. Wembanyama had 22 points and it was +7. Wembanyama played longer than the usual, but he controlled the game without forcing anything, and that was very, very good. And I'm happy that he's not injured. I see him going into the New York matchup, as the favorite to be able to win it all. And shout out to him for winning MVP for the Western Conference as well. He really deserved it. De'Aaron Fox too had 15 points and 5 assists. But the good thing is De'Aaron Fox is completely controlling, the distribution of the ball. Is playing so well. I'm happy he was not injured, because I think he missed the first game or thereabout. I'm not sure how to check again, because he was injured. But right now he's back and he's playing at a very high level. And they need him in the New York matchup, especially in the final. Devin Vassell tried with 11 points. He was hitting timely shots, and he was also doing it at the right time. You understand? He defended SGA in most of the stretches, and that was what the major difference was. Stephon Castle had 16 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. This guy was a glue. He was very versatile, and he was playing championship level. Remember that most of these players have only been in the league for between 3 to 5 years, apart from Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox. Wembanyama, this is just his 3rd season. Last season, he got injured and they could not even qualify for the finals. So if you look at it very well, these guys are not even experienced. They are just coming into their first final, and they are playing like as if they've been there all their lives. Shout out to them. But this is what really went wrong with OKC. Chet Holmgren could not produce enough points to support SGA. He just had 4 points. For the amount of time he played, 4 points is too small. And that's the headline. Everybody's going to continue to talk about it from tomorrow. Dots was not offensive enough. It was 1 of 4 shooting from 3. You understand? And I don't know what's wrong with Dots. He was not shooting well. This entire conference, I think it was just 3 of 14 from 3. He should have just stopped shooting. All he would have done was help them on the defensive side and give better shooters, give the ball to better shooters. And instead of trying, how can he be almost 3 of 14 or thereabout in this entire series? He didn't shoot so well. Late game execution, SGA still played well. He was in isolations, but the offense was kind of devolved. You could not really produce as much points when you are depending on just one guy. So no movement, no screening, no weak side action. If you look at everything, the big picture just means that for Spurs, they are a new team. This is what I try to qualify as the new sheriff in town. You understand? This is the moment for Wemby to become the face of the league, and I've said it 200 times. They beat the defending champions on the road in a game 7 with a young core, with elite coaching, with a top 5 defense. This is the team to watch out for. This is a title caliber team. I know that the New York team has had more than 5 days to rest, but this team is going in as the favorite because they're also going to have game 1. They had a better regular season than New York, so they will have game 1 in San Antonio. So it's good for them to start their first game at home, and I'm sure they'll be starting in 2 days' time. They have 2 days to rest, travel back to San Antonio after winning this game 7, relax, and go into game 7 with a wonderful mindset. For the Thunder, the loss kind of just exposes the same issue. They've been tracking all year. They need a second creator that is going to be up and healthy like SGA up until the end of the season, even throughout the playoffs. J-Dub getting injured in 2 back-to-back playoff seasons. It's not good enough. You need a secondary creator. They need more reliable shooting, whether they like it or not. They need a physical big to compete with Chet. Because Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein, those two have become so comfortable. They need somebody that can challenge. I don't really see Hartenstein as a bona fide big like that, like Chet. Chet has more responsibility on that big side. So they need bench scoring more than yesterday. You understand? They need bench scoring, and they are still a dynasty in progress. They can still get to a final because they're still a very good team. For them to have even taken Wembanyama and this young core, very good team, to a game 7 means that they also have a lot of things to fight for. So that's just it.